be honest.
Right, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Wait. Continue.
Right, ready?
Milo!
Libby, just stop, he's fine. Right, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Right, can you state your name and relation?
I am Libby and I'm Connie's younger sister.
Where were you born?
In Red Hill. I don't know where in Red Hill.
Libby, you were born in East Surrey Hospital.
Oh, was I?
Yeah. Right, let's do that one again.
I didn't know that.
Where were you born?
Red Hill East Surrey Hospital.
What infant school did you go to?
Meath Green, no. Yeah, Meath Green Infant School.
What was your experience like at that school?
It was okay. I didn't really like my teacher very much. She didn't like me, so, you know, how that goes. But yeah, other than that, I had good friends around me, so yeah, it was good.
What middle school did you go to?
Meath Green Junior School.
What was your experiences like there?
It was really good. Yeah, it was really good. I had a bunch of friends there and, you know, okay, I had a couple fallouts with some friends, but, you know, I had good friends and good people around me and good teachers. So, yeah, it was all in all very good.
What kind of lessons did you have at middle school?
Oh, God. I remember PE. I remember maths. They're the only ones I remember, to be honest.
Did you do any extracurriculars?
No. I don't think I did.
What secondary school did you go to?
Oakwood School.
What were your GCSE options? What kind of options did you get? What did you take?
So the options we got, that it was a large thing you could get. So there's art, photography, history, geography, any language, and I think food and DT and all of that.
And what options did you take?
I took history, photography and music.
And what are they like? Are they of interest to you? Do you enjoy doing them? Do you have any struggles doing them?
With photography, when I used to do photography, I've done my final exam, so it's all done, so I don't have to do it anymore. But photography was a really big interest of mine. It was a thing that we only did for the options. We couldn't do it any other time. We only could do it year 10 and 11. And I think that was a really fun thing that I enjoyed, because you could just sit in class and you could listen to stuff and you could, you know, talk to other people and you could just sit there and do your work, and it was absolutely fine. The final exams were a bit stressful, especially the year 11 one, because we were under actual exam, things that we had to be strict, and our teacher had to be strict on us, which it was all right. It's a 10-hour sustained study, so we had 2 days off timetable, and we were just in our photography room. We were just making everything that we wanted to make, which was quite nice. It was a little stressful, but, you know, I got on with it. And then history's alright. It's just a lot of writing, a lot of memorising stuff, and now that I'm in my GCSEs, I think it's going to be a lot more difficult than I already anticipated, but, you know, it is what it is. And with music, the composition and performance side is simple and easy, especially the performance, but it's the theory which I struggle with, and I think nearly everyone struggles with, because it's a lot of information to withhold in your brain, and I think it's a lot of people's weaknesses in the whole entire course, but at the same time it's people's strength as well, which people can do things but other people can't. I guess it's what you do.
What are your experience at secondary school? from year 7 all the way to year 11? What did you experience? What was the low side of school? What was your high side of school?
Year 7 was it was a scary school. We were, just brand new to the school, and there was everyone which knew the whole entire school, and you didn't, and you were just like, don't know where to go. Year 7 was alright. I had a lot of friends that I had from junior school. There was a lot of friends that I had from there that went into this school with me. And then year 8 and year 9 were okay. Year 10, they were alright. It could have been a better year. Year 11 at the moment is absolutely rubbish. I hate year 11. I fell out with friends and they made my life hell. And, everyone hates me, and that's perfectly fine. And now that I'm in my GCSEs, it's a lot more stressful now because, we're all under that same stress and we're all going to take it out on each other, but at the same time, it's it's a stressful time, and all we can do is what we can do, and I think everyone's just a bit calmed down at this point because it's just exam time, and in a couple weeks we'll be at the school, so I think we're all enjoying that part of leaving. So, yeah, it's not that fun, but kind of fun because it's annoying and I hate my GCSEs. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I was in COVID year in year 7. That was, oof. I did not like that, and I didn't like that. That was very stressful. I had a really bad time during COVID. I hated being at home. I used to be a very sociable person. I still like to think I kind of am, but not really. But yeah, I absolutely hated it. I hated being inside every single day. I just didn't like it. I never did my schoolwork. I never got up in time. My dad had to literally drag me out of bed, and I never used to do the homework. And I've had my school phone me at least every single day saying, oh, why aren't you doing your stuff? Why aren't you doing that? And I'm just like, because I don't really want to do it. I didn't want to do it. And then I think it came to the point where they were just like, Libby, you really need to knuckle down and do some work. And I'm just like, I don't want to do it, I don't want to do it. And then I think it got into the second COVID lockdown. I just started to do everything because I was a bit behind. And then the year 8 lockdown, I was just like, oh, this is the 3rd time we're doing it. Fine, I'll just do everything. So that's what I did, really.
So you're in your GCSE year now, so this is going to sort of be a hypothetical sort of question. What would you like your grades to turn out like? How would you, when you look at that bit of paper on your results day, what would you like it to say?
I would like it to say that I passed nearly everything, but I know that it won't say that, but I would hope it to say that I've passed nearly all my GCSEs apart from a couple. That's fine.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you a few hypothetical questions, futuristic, because you haven't got to this stage in your life yet.
Nope.
So these are just going to sort of be what you would like to happen and how you would like to feel. So, what college would you like to attend to?
East Surrey College.
What would you like to study at East Surrey College?
Public Services.
Do you think you'll enjoy it? How do you think it would go?
I think I will enjoy it. I've heard couple things about it, which is quite nice, and I have one of my friends' brother that is in public services, and me and him are both going in to do public services, and he said it's quite good and you make a lot of friends there, which I'm quite happy to do. Yeah.
How do you reckon your life will turn out after college? What do you reckon your next step would be, like a uni or?
I think I would like to, after I'm done with college, I would like to go into the police academy, go down into the police route and become a police officer, I guess. And yeah, go down there.
Okay. What would you like your first job to be? What would be like either a job that you have lined out for you or a job that you would like to do as your first job?
I think like my first job that I might get, is at Gatwick. But like the job that I hope to get in later life is either a PCSO or a PC, which I think I would like. But if I wanted to go above a sergeant, I would have to go to uni. But I don't really plan on going to uni, so I think I would either be a PCSO or a PC, which is
And on the job at Gatwick, where do you reckon you could land, or where do you reckon you could get to?
I hope that I would work in the lounges, because my sister works there, and she makes her job seem really fun and exciting, and like I love, because she does pantry and the catering side of it, and I kind of like that as well. And I think it's just that, speaking to new people, which I hate, but also speaking to people to kind of make their days feel a bit better and everything to run smoother. So I think, I hope to end up, when I get my first job, hope to get to Gatwick.
We sort of already did cover this bit, but I'm sort of going to make you go into a bit more detail. What is your dream job when you sleep at night and you have a little dream of what your job would be? What would that be to you?
My dream job is doing Gatwick Police. Like going into Gatwick Police and having 2 guns. And, having a little place in Gatwick in Surrey. But my dream job is the Met Police, which I don't think I would ever get into. But my dream job is the Met Police, which I don't think I'll be able to get into because it's very dangerous. But you never know, I might be able to.
And for people who don't know, what is the Met Police? What do they do? What's their area?
The Met Police is London and a little bit of outskirts of London. They are a very high tactical team of police people, and they're very well trained, and they deal with a lot of knife crime up in London, and maybe some even other things, drug related things. I don't know what they do, not particularly, but I hope to maybe go into the Met Police.
Okay, you sort of said this already. Do you think you could achieve your dream job? You sort of said where you don't think you'd be able to get into Met Police because it's a difficult area to get into. Do you reckon you could do it?
I think if I put all the time and energy into it, then I think I would be able to do it. But as I said earlier, it's a very hard thing to get into, and it would take a lot of work and physical as well, physically. So I don't know. I think if I put my mind to it, I could do it.
Yeah. Good. Do you have any big achievements in your life so far? Anything you've accomplished and that you're really proud of?
I think it's my transition from year 10 to year 11 was a massive change. It was when I was in year 10, I couldn't be bothered for anything. I just didn't want to do anything. I never did my homework, I never did anything. But then that change into year 11, was absolutely massive and a dramatic change. I've changed completely. It was only at the beginning of this year I actually started to sit down and revise. Okay, I've had a couple of bad things happen in my life in the last couple of months, but that hasn't stopped me from what for what I actually wanted to achieve. So I don't think.
Okay. This is quite a big question. Is there anything in your life that you regret, or if you could go back into your life in a different time, would there be anything that you would change?
I think I would say to my year 10 self, don't do anything you don't want to do. If you want to do it, then do it, but if you don't, you don't. And I think my year 11 self, if I went back to the beginning of year 11, just say don't let anyone control what you have, and don't let anyone actually hurt your feelings, and don't let them, let them think what they think, but you know what you've said, so don't let that come between anything. But I think it's a lot of things that I could say to especially my younger self as well, there's a lot of things I would say to change how my life has been, but I think that's just part of the whole entire life. That's how it is.
Yeah. And what would you say to your future self? So obviously you're quite young. You are
15, 16 in 3 months.
Yeah, so you're quite young. Is there anything you'd say to your future self in like 10, 20 years' time?
I think it's, if you get into a relationship, let both of you be in control, not just one of you, both of you. With friendships, you let, if there's something that, you know, you don't feel right about, you talk to them, and you don't just keep it to them, and you don't keep things from any of them, you just talk to them about it, and you don't you know, hide anything from them. And if you know you've said something, you tell them, and you don't just hide it from them.
That's it.
How scary.